AITA for eating a message from God on a tram? I'm a 36-year-old female traveling for work this week and had a few hours layover in ATL airport. I'm tired. I've been traveling since very early this morning and have been on and off engrossed in a book during times of inaction to keep my anxiety from peaking. I just got off the plane and made my way to the tram to get to the next concourse. I noticed the lady who had been seated with me on the prior flight was also following me to the tram for transfer. It's not uncommon, many people are heading to the same relative locations or at least on the same train. As I boarded the tram to get to my connecting area, I headed to a corner and reopened my book. It's a simple, non-heavy book and part of a well-known series that does have some explicit sections. Whatever, it's an easy read, doesn't involve a lot of cognition to follow, and is entertaining. The lady who was next to me on my flight ended up next to me on the sparsely occupied train and did a loud ahem. I'm not one to openly engage in other people's lives and ignored it. She turned her head to look right at me and said, "Are you really ignoring the light?" I genuinely had no clue what she was referring to. It was really early morning, took a red-eye, and I thought she meant the rising sun. I glanced out and said something like, "It's kind of cloudy, so I didn't notice." I don't fully recall. She stared intently and grabbed a piece of paper out of her handbag to hand me. This was a small, fortune cookie-sized paper. It had a Bible passage on it, something about God and the light without darkness. I do remember the passage was from the book of John. She said she felt called to guide me out of the sinful darkness when she saw what I was reading on the flight, and instead of exiting the airport to go home, she knew she was meant to follow me to my next area to show me the light. I grew up in the South on the Bible Belt of NC and felt all the hypocrisy that organized religion was promoting and had some trauma from it. I'm not proud to say this triggered me a little, and I reacted on that trigger. I grabbed that slip of paper, wadded it up, and shoved it in my mouth. I started chewing. I looked this lady in the eye and chewed and swallowed. Then I said her message was delicious. She immediately called me a heathen, said I wasn't capable of grace, and wished she hadn't wasted her sacred message on the unworthy. She said she knew what kind of floozy I was by the filth I was reading. I just said I'm glad she enjoyed it as well and provided the name and author before exiting the train at the next concourse, even though it wasn't the one I needed. She didn't follow but called me an unhinged jerk before scooting away. I thought about it and felt a little bad about my immaturity and that I could have just accepted the paper and ignored her. I know this is a very religious city. So, am I the unhinged jerk?
If you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button and comment down below your thoughts. Also don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos like this.